Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. It's that time of the week again. Every Thursday, I'm releasing different squads that are FUT Champs ready, very meta, at different budgets. We're doing 250k, 500k, 1 mil, and a 2.5 mil team this week. Budgets are getting higher, people are packing more cards, had more time to trade, so people are getting more coins. Hopefully these squads are going to give you guys some inspiration, I guess. I'm using cards from all the different promos so far. I don't include SBC cards in these videos because lots of people don't do certain SBCs, but you can always adapt these squads. These squads are built to get full chemistry and they're built to be able to be upgradable moving forward. So you can take some untradeable red picks, SBCs you've done, and maybe tweak the squads. But I think all these squads are really good for the budgets, and we're starting off, as always, with the 250k team. If you do like these type of videos, please consider subscribing to the channel. Every week on a Thursday, I'm doing these videos. I do meta players, tier lists of new promos. I release all my tactics. I hit rank 1 every weekend league on 2 accounts so far. I'm giving you all my tactics, gameplay tips, tutorials. Zelonius is the channel to be. Let's get into it. Kevin Trapp, one of the high-rated keepers in the league. You can always upgrade to Neuer long term, but Neuer's like triple the price of Trapp right now. He's a solid keeper, very good reflexes, decent height. Jeremy Frimpong, not the best card overall when it comes to his height and physical, but he's rapid. He's definitely better on old gen than new gen. On old gen, he's insane at fullback. Debatably one of the top few fullbacks in the game on old gen. On new gen, still good though. Klostergo, you're going to have to sacrifice a little bit in some of these cheaper budget squads. You're not going to be able to afford Virgil van Dijk and Koulibaly, Rudiger, some of the top centre-backs in these. But Klosterman, for basically a discard price, is insane value. I don't think that's really too debatable, personally. Fast, solid defending, decent on the ball, okay short pass, decent physical. He is a very good card and allows us to link players in easy. Obviously, this is going to be a full Bundesliga team. All the other teams are going to be hybrids. It's a lot easier to hybrid with better budgets, because generally speaking, cards that hybrid and get good links tend to be more expensive. Gvardiol, very good card again. Similar to Klosterman in some ways. Better physically, worse defending, a bit slower. But I really like Gvardiol. think he's very good. Davies, you are getting one of the best, probably top 5 left-backs in the whole game in Alphonso Davies. 4-star, tall. Very, very well-rounded. Like Alphonso Davies, you can't knock the card, really. He is very, very good. Definitely rate this and think he's going to be a top fullback all year. Diaby, weak foot's a bit of a shame. He doesn't have shooting traits either. Bit of a poor shot, but he's insanely fast. Great on the ball. More of an old gen player again. You can exchange some players in these teams and swap them out if you're on old gen or new gen, depending on what they are. That's why I mentioned old gen versus new gen during these videos, just to help people out, depending on what console you're on. Musiala and Goretzka are our midfield. Goretzka's been making it in some of the higher budget teams in previous videos, and the prices are just falling for certain cards now, so it allows us to put better players into the cheaper budget ones. Goretzka and Musiala, both 4-star weak foot, 4-star skills on Musiala. They're both pretty good shooting. Goretzka would be the more defensive card, even though he does have better shooting. Musiala is better going forward with that dribbling. Goretzka's obviously the better card, but I think for the price you get in Musiala, he's very good. If he gets a Future Stars card this year, he's going to be absolutely nutty. But I really like that midfield duo. Mane is the big one in this team. He has dropped a lot in price now. To get Mane in such a cheap team, that is an elite player. So I'm really happy we managed to get him in here. Thuram, definitely a new gen player. If you're on old gen, I wouldn't be... to be fair, he actually is decent on old gen when you look at his agility and dribbling strength. He actually will be good on old gen, to be fair, with a Hunter, but he's definitely better on new gen. 6'4". He's basically the Bundesliga Haaland. He genuinely won't be miles worse than Haaland, I don't think. I've played against him. He is tough. If I compared his card to Haaland, it would be very similar in a lot of ways. Then Patrick Schick. I don't think he's getting any of his upgrades from now, but it's still an okay card. He has the finesse shot. He's very good in the air with 6'3" power header. It's not a great card, but at the price he is very usable. That's how the team sets up. Very solid 250k Bundesliga team. Let's go look at the 500k team. Okay, so it's a little bit crazy the way we managed to build this team, but I checked every team, if you get the right manager who can give a league and a nation to a certain player, will get full chemistry. In this team, we have one of the very best keepers in the game in Donnarumma. You could, if you can't quite afford the informed Donnarumma, go for his 88. Like I say, he's very good. It's nice to get such a top keeper in this team. This is the 500k team. Marcus Llorente is at right back. He can play right back, so that's very versatile. He's really good at right back. I don't see many people using him there, even though he is the best La Liga right back right now. Eder Militao and Rudiger, we are getting two of the very best centre-backs in the game in this team. New gen, Militao's good, but not quite as good. Old gen, Militao's arguably the best gold centre-back there is. I prefer him to Van Dijk. I use Militao on my road to glory. Two top-tier centre-backs though. They take up a fair bit of the budget on this, but for a 500k team to get such quality defence is really nice. Klaus, much cheaper left-back, can play left-back, very solid overall card. Fofana, he's going to be the more creative of our midfielders. He looks like he's getting a really good out-of-position card. That'll be interesting to look at tomorrow in the tier list. But Fofana's a very good card. I'm interested to see how good his out-of-position is, but he's 4-star, 4-star, so he's pretty good going forward. Ousmane Dembele, very good player to get in this team. More of an old-gen player. This team probably is a bit better on old-gen. You can exchange a few players, like you could put Correa. I think, is Correa in the team? Correa's not in the team, but you could put Correa instead of Dembele if he was playing on new-gen. Frank Kessie, he's going to be the more destroyer midfielder. If you've got the SBC Kessie, then he fits into this team perfect. Still very good on the game. Carrasco, not great. He's just very solid all around. Like I say, you have to have some sacrifice on the budget in some of these teams. Carrasco, for basically his fodder price, is a very good card to have. Dimitri Payet, he's going to be up front with Fernando Morientes. On old gen, I'd be putting Dembele at the left striker because I'd rather have an outside the foot front and 5-star, 5-star on a game because dribble's good. But on new gen, I'd be having Morientes and Payet. Both of them can get Architect with a marksman on new gen. This Payet looks absolutely cracked. Fernando Morientes is a really, really good card. I've used him on new gen and old gen. Really like him. He's really well balanced. 4-star, 4-star. I think that's just a really nice overall team. You get an amazing defence. We've gone a little bit cheaper on the midfield and Lam and Ram budget, assuming we've gone a 4-4-2. And then got two really nice strikers. I might not get the absolute best value in some of these. I could spend hours going for each budget for the absolute optimal team. But I think these teams are really good value. And I'm trying to include a variety of cards from different leagues and different promos. Let's go look at the 1 million coin team. Okay, here we are with the 1 million coin team. Mendy, one of the best keepers in the game, has elite reflexes, which I think is the most important keeper stat. He's tall, he's got great links. Mendy's a nightmare to play against. Kyle Walker, we're getting, I'd say, without doubt, definitely on new gen and still on old gen up there, but on new gen 100% the best non-icon or hero fullback. He's just an absolute beast. Koulibaly and Van Dijk, we're getting again one of the best pairings at centre-back. You don't get as good value for the attackers on this game, in my opinion, so we're trying to get a best defence we can because the defenders are such good value. João Cancelo, bit expensive. You could downgrade to someone like Robertson if you want it a bit cheap, but I think Cancelo is great on this game. Casemiro, on old gen you might swap him out. On new gen, he is absolutely elite. You might get his red pick. That'd be a pretty nice card, to be fair. He is absolutely amazing, Casemiro. Salah, really, really, really good card. Plays really well. With a hawk, he's getting controlled, which makes him feel a lot faster. On new gen, has the outside the foot shot trait. I really like Salah, and this is probably the best I've seen a gold Salah card play in a long time on FIFA. Kevin De Bruyne, really good midfield duo with Casemiro. You don't really get good value in midfield on this game at the elite end. And Kevin De Bruyne is probably the best you're going to get for the creative player. Like the rule breaker Thiago, I really like the look of the card, but I don't think he's as good as Kevin De Bruyne, and he's 2.5 times the price. That's just crazy to me. Smith Rowe, he's going to be like a winger or Lam or Ram for us. Really solid card, to be honest. 4-star, 4-star. No shooting traits, unfortunately, but with a hunter or a marksman, he's quick or really good technically. I like this Smith Rowe card and think that he's going to be really good value at 60k. Good links as well, being Arsenal, Premier League, English. Erling Haaland, you have not played FIFA 23 if you've not conceded a stupid goal to this man. Absolute animal. Erling Haaland's a beast. 6'5", power header, so he's good in the air. He's really strong. He's got really good shooting, one of the most clinical players in the game. He's fast. This card is amazing. God help us if he gets a card later in the year with like crazy weak foot or skill moves. And then Ivan Toney. Not the best card, and you might be thinking, why is this guy in a 1 mil team? You would swap him out on old gen. On old gen, I'd be going for someone else, but on new gen, he gets lengthy with an architect, makes him elite at passing. He's fast, really solid shooting already, okay on the ball, good in the air, good weak foot. He's a very solid card, and in this team, him and Haaland can terrorise people. I think this is just a very decent all-round team. I was looking at hybriding, but I just thought for the coins we managed to build the team here, I do really like it. Let's go look finally at the 2.5 mil team. I think I've been quite creative with that team. Okay, this team is a little bit all over the place in terms of the chemistry, but I checked you can get full chemistry on this team, and I really like this team. I don't think it's the best value in terms of absolute to the coin meta, but I think every player on this team's cool. I think it's an interesting team in terms of how I've done the chemistry. And obviously, once you start spending millions of coins, the value gets a lot less for players. I bought Hullet on my main account yesterday, and he was 5 million coins. That's double the cost of this team, which is going to have some amazing players. But he's just the best player in the game in his position, and you have to pay extra for that. That's just the only way you can upgrade teams at a certain point. We've got Stegen in net, absolute beast. Not the tallest, but just plays super well. And this game has crazy reflexes. João Cancelo in form. You may as well go the inform when you're at this budget. Just a slight upgrade on the card, but really nice. I'm interested to see how good Cancelo's out of position is going to be. Virgil, he's going to make it in a lot of these more expensive teams because he's just so good. He's one of the best value players in the game, in my opinion, because he's around 200k. And you're getting debatably the best centre-back in foot. Rule breaker PK, new gen, old gen, absolute animal. I've used him on both. I own him on my road to glory. He's insane. Really like this card, and it's nice to have a usable PK, but yeah, absolute beast. Capdevia helps this team a lot with chemistry. You'll see when I show you the full team. Capdevia with an anchor gets lengthy. His World Cup card is going to be one of the very best fullbacks in the game. Musa Sissoko. This guy is genuinely a cheap option compared to Vieira. I actually packed him on my road to glory today. He's 180,000 coins when I packed him. Baby Vieira is 1.1 mil. This card is not 6 times worse than Vieira. Yes, he's 2 inches smaller, but he has the same weak foot skills. He's a bit quicker. He's a bit worse passing. He's much better on the ball than Baby Vieira. Not miles worse defending, but is a bit worse and pretty similar physical. This card, honestly, is crazy value in comparison to a card like that. Bit of an old foot favourite as well. That Sissoko card does play well. Played against him. He's very good. And yeah, I think for the price, he's an absolute beast. Sidney Govou, not a card I really love, but it is a good overall card. He's got really nice trait there with outside the foot. 4-star skills is nice. He's going to be our ram in the team. He's got a really good shot. For an 86 card, that's a really good shot. He's going to be one of the best players in the game when it comes to hitting Trivellas. He's quick. You could put a hunter on him out wide. He's still going to be controlled. A hunter on this card out wide. He's a really good ram or lamp on this game, so I like that. And he's versatile with that right mid. He plays right mid for chemistry for us. Park Ji-sung will be the lamb. Not the best in terms of as an attacking player, but as an all-round player in this team and for chemistry, he's really useful. And he is still good going forward. Blanc is going to be the more creative of our CDMs next to Musa Sissoko. Good height at 6'4". Blanc is going to win a lot of 50-50s. He's going to be really crazy. The weak foot's not great, but it's just a bit of a unique card, and I wanted to put an icon in here. He's going to be really good at defending as well for a player who can go forward. Van Persie and CR7 up front. You definitely could go a bit cheaper in some areas, but once you get to the top attacker end, they're going to cost a lot. Van Persie is a really good card. I would probably be putting a Hunter on him, make him fairly fast, pretty much max out his shooting. He has the outside, the foot shot trait, so you can put him at left striker. I think he's going to be an absolute animal, to be honest. I really rate this card and think he's very good. So it's nice to have someone like Van Persie in the team. On old or new gen, this card's going to be really crazy. So it's nice to put someone like him in. I'm probably going to look into buying him for my Road to Glory this weekend. That could be pretty fun. But yeah, Van Persie, absolute cracked card. He's going to be one of the most clinical players in the game. And then finally, CR7. He's our right striker. He's got the outside foot shot trait too. So we've got two really clinical players. CR7 feels fast with an architect. You can see my stats. I've used him for 300 odd games now. I absolutely love this card. You're getting one of the best strikers in the game. He's one of the best value. He's got great links. This team, you are going to want, I think, it's a German manager with... Oh no, I think it's a French manager with La Liga. So you need one more La Liga to get to Stegen the Chem, and then one more French to get, when everyone's in the right position, to get Sissoko the Chem. Pretty crazy team all over the place, but I really like it. Think it's quite cool. Fakir, Kessie were cards I was looking at, maybe like Rule Breaker Zaha, if you put Kessie in for Sissoko. So there are options in there. I'm really happy with this team. Think it's quite cool. Let me know some teams that you guys are rocking. I might do a video next week where I look at your guys' teams, like a rate your teams type video. Appreciate you guys watching this one. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, keep it spicy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.